911 Season 8 has come to an end, but not every storyline earned a satisfying conclusion. At the heart of 911 is a found family comprised of firefighters from LAFD Station 118, Evan, Buck, Buckley, Oliver Stark, Henrietta, Hen, Wilson, Aisha Hines, Howard, Chimney, Han, Kenneth Choi, Ravi Panikar, Anirudh Pisharidi, and Eddie, Ryan Guzman, and their family members. Angela Bassett's Athena Grant is also a key member and the widow of Peter Krause's Bobby Nash. The 911 Season 8 finale followed the long-running procedural's typical formula, an intense emergency results in a dangerous rescue mission that ties into the overarching narrative. Seismic Shifts takes the form of a 19-story building collapsing after an explosion, which brings the 118 and Athena together to save upwards of 300 civilians. Though the team inevitably saves the day, not everyone in the ensemble cast got a perfect ending in 911 Season 8, Episode 18. 8. Who will be the 118's next captain? There's a clear setup for Season 9, but there's room for surprise. Aisha Hines as Hen and Oliver Stark as Buck in 911 Season 8, Episode 18. Arguably the most pressing issue that 911 Season 9 will have to answer quickly is which character will be the next fire captain at Station 118. While unconfirmed, the season finale of 911 set up Chimney as Bobby's possible replacement. After Hen told the group she turned down the job offer, her best friend and paramedic partner came out of the woodwork as the leading contender. Nevertheless, there's always time for 911 to flip the script and bring in someone entirely new for the role. The first conflict in 911 season the 9th of May be the 118 struggling to deal with an outsider joining their team, leading to Chimney fighting for the position. Alternatively, another firefighter may throw their hat in the ring. After Bobby's shocking death in 911 Season 8, Episode 15, there's no way to predict the first responder drama's next move, regardless of how obvious the clues seem. 7. Where is Buck going to live? Eddie's LA return isn't without complications. Oliver Stark as Evan Buck Buckley during 911 Season 8's Contagion saga. When Eddie moved to Texas just after 9-1's midseason return, it was with the comfort of knowing his home was being taken care of by Buck, who decided to sublet the property. However, Eddie and Christopher, Gavin Mayhew, have officially moved back to LA, meaning Buck is now displaced. Given that Buck gave up the lease on his controversial loft apartment in 911 Season 8, Episode 9, he'll have to find an entirely new place to live. The ending of 911 Season 8, Episode 18 briefly showed Buck apartment hunting with a real estate agent, but the scene didn't inspire much confidence about finding a match anytime soon. Buck mentions what he's looking for, explaining he wants to find someplace with the same character Eddie's house had. The realtor asks why he even left, to which Buck replies it wasn't really his home. Whether Buck will be settled down or still looking when 911 returns is a mystery. What's next for Athena? She's been occupied with her grief. Athena in 911 Season 8, Episode 17, looking at a suspect. Although the 911 Season 8 finale had Athena reconciling with Chimney and letting go of her resentment surrounding Bobby's death, the police sergeant may have reached a narrative stalemate. Athena's grief in 911 has kept her in a state of perpetual anger and sadness in the closing episodes of Season 8, but it's unclear where the lead storyline is heading from here. Now that Athena has put her and Bobby's house up for sale, her career may be the only avenue left to explore. Athena mentioned in 911 Season 8, Episode 7 that she'd be open to training a rookie officer in the future after a failed partnership with Officer Sparks. If that's still the case, 911 may bring back Graham the cart cop as Athena's official mentee. Otherwise, there's nothing glaring in Athena's character that needs further development. 5. Why was the government withholding Bobby's body? There's a prevailing but unlikely theory. Following the twist ending of Lab Rats, many held out hope that Bobby wasn't actually dead. There were subtle discrepancies that could have explained a false death, including the fact that Bobby's dead body was never shown on screen, unlike other minor characters who died, like Shannon. When 911 Season 8, Episode 16 opened, Athena even revealed that 2 weeks had passed without the authorities releasing Bobby's body. After Chimney badgered them enough, they eventually relinquished the remains for his funeral. Bobby's burial in 911 went off without a hitch, but it was never explained why the government was withholding the body. Some took it as evidence that Bobby is secretly still alive and part of a government conspiracy, but it's more likely that there wasn't a meaningful explanation for 911 to disclose. Nonetheless, it's strange that 911 never revisited the conflict or gave proper context. Is Buck in love with Eddie? Season 8 raised the complicated question. Eddie and Buck smiling in 911 Season 2, Episode 4. The characters who ended 911 Season 8 on the most confusing note were undoubtedly Buck and Eddie. Though the latter half of the season made an entire storyline out of Buck potentially having romantic feelings for his best friend, seemingly following the typical slow burn formula of feelings denial preceding a realization of true feelings, Buck and Eddie barely interacted in the 911 Season 8 finale.